This is also kind of interesting and kind of figures into what we talked about, where a lot of people wanted him to take a wide receiver in that second round. So ESPN has the player from each team that benefited most from the draft. And for the Browns, it's actually wide receiver Donovan Peoples-Jones. So when you see that Donovan Peoples-Jones benefited most from the draft, and you see Bell and he's kind of operating out of the slot, that just means Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones are on the outside. When you look at that, do you see where they're going with that as well?
Oh, 100%. Especially as somebody who's gotten very familiar with Donovan over the years, and especially I wrote a big story on him last year, how he was kind of ready for his moment. He felt like after the Odell Beckham Jr. situation transpired here in Cleveland. So I think this is a big year for him, quite honestly, because for so long, I think Donovan has been at his best on this team, especially when he's been kind of that number 3 option. So if you're looking at him as the starter opposite of Amari Cooper is going to draw a lot of attention, but it's time to really, I think, prove it for him and what his getting close to what his ceiling might be here with the Browns in the NFL. But I think overall a really good opportunity for Donovan Peoples-Jones to kind of prove that. And he wasn't able to, I think, be the deep threat that the Browns really needed last year, but I don't know that that's his best role necessarily. So I am curious if they do have him looking to do that a little more, if they think he's going to be much better in that role just by nature of having Deshaun Watson as his quarterback. So definitely an interesting year for him. And I would say Anthony Schwartz as well, another young guy who missed some time last year with a concussion and some injuries, and definitely will be interesting to see how they develop with a different quarterback. And I think that's what the Browns are interested to see as well.